Have you ever wondered what it'd be like to be in a video game? Well, have no fear, because the new show, Alpha Betas, has you covered. Alpha Betas is a brand new animated comedy show about how the world is powered by people playing video games. And let me just say, this is by far one of the coolest concepts of a show I've ever witnessed. But let's jump back into how the show is. Meet Alpha Team. You have Eddie as Evan Fung, otherwise known as Vanoss Gaming. Brian Hamby playing Buck, who is Terrorizer on YouTube. Tommy, who's played by I Am Wildcat. And you have Mason, who's played by Basically I Do Work. 4 of your top gaming content creators star in this new animated show. But let's jump back into how the show plays out. These 4 characters are sworn into the government to protect the world from powering down. How the world powers down is by problems involving the video game. Whether it be a super hard boss, a frustrating bug, or just some plain old cheesy hacker. They are sworn into the government to stop the problems that happen throughout the video games in their world. So then the players can log back on and power the world around them. The show itself is so amazing and my description doesn't actually do it justice. The show is a mix of Rick and Morty but also has the goofiness of Adventure Time. And so far, just from one episode, I can say I'm sold on the series. I am a fan. The comedy is so fun and so modern that anyone can laugh at it, even if you don't realize the subtle little inside jokes that goes on in their YouTube careers. You had one joke talking about TikTok and how it's down to earth, and when they finally show you the screen, it's some half-naked girl dancing. The subtle sarcasm that Marcel's character gives off gives the show even more comedy without having to go over the top like some shows do.
Can I have one?
What?
A cheese puff. Can I have one?
Mason, I'm kind of busy here.
I just died, Ruby.
So have a cheese puff!
Sweet. Thanks, Allison.
From the stupidly funny fart jokes to the not even planned simping by Evan's character, this show has so much potential to be just as big as Rick and Morty. But enough of the comedy, cause again, you really just gotta check it out to actually understand it. Now let's talk about the animation. Animation is very tricky in the world because it's basically your art. It's someone's art style shown to the world, and there are a lot of picky people out there who are gonna say, I'm not gonna watch this show just because the animation is bad. But have no fear, because if you like animated shows or cartoons such as The Amazing World of Gumball, Adventure Time, Rick and Morty, then you will have no problem enjoying the animation in Alpha Betas. The animation is crisp, clean, and minimal, but not as minimal as you think it is. And having the show revolve around video games, they really did a phenomenal job on the show as a whole. In just the first episode, you have so much mystery on the actual world that the show takes place in that if they end up continuing the show, there is bound to have people trying to piece together what is happening before the next season comes out or the next episode. There's so much mystery behind Bravo Team as a whole. Their characters are funny. You have some guy named Edgelord who literally fits the description of an edgelord if you go and look it up. For a show that was basically created by 4 YouTubers, it really blew my expectations on every aspect. The voice acting wasn't corny at all. The only thing that I have to say about the voice acting is you can tell that they're new to this, especially during the fight scene with the Nazis. You can definitely tell that it was their first time ever voice acting, and honestly, that's okay because it wasn't corny at all. It felt good. You know, everyone has a first to something, and I don't think anyone should knock them down for trying to get into voice acting. But their voice acting is really well done, and they did a phenomenal job throughout the whole episode. The voice acting isn't corny. The jokes were actually entertaining and funny, and the animation was really, really, really phenomenal. And to end it off, I just want to say these guys have always inspired me, and it's really cool to see them blow everyone's minds on what they're capable to do. And my final thought on Alpha Betas is if this show doesn't get picked up by a really big company like Netflix or Hulu, then that will be the biggest idiotic decision by any high rep ever. Case closed.